When you need to pay your employees, you can create or generate time cards in the required pay frequencies. Modifications to time card batches are possible, and then you can print checks or create a direct deposit upload file for your bank, sending deposit slips to the employees. To create a payroll run, you would do this from the Timecard Batches tab within the Payroll module. This screen will have a list of previously posted or in-progress timecard batches, which are organized by payroll date. Summary amounts for pay and tax withholdings can be seen here for each batch. When you create a new batch, enter a unique payroll date that coincides with your payroll frequency. Choosing a previously used date would instead load that batch. Next, you can add employee timecards in one of two ways. Either individually, by clicking in the blank employee number cell and entering or choosing the employee, or by generating a group of employees from the Add Timecards button, based on the payroll department, pay frequency, or all employees that have a timecard for this pay period. For each employee, all automatic timecard entry codes are included immediately and listed in the section at the bottom left. Based on these codes, the calculated gross pay, tax withholding amounts, and net pay amounts are determined and displayed in the timecard list. You can adjust values on timecard codes, such as hours worked, or even the pay value. Additional timecard entry codes not automatically included can still be added. Either click into the empty code cell to type or select the desired code, or selected from this Add Pay list will load default values specific to the employee. If an entry code is not applicable for this timecard, it can be deleted. All additions, changes, and deletions will immediately update the tax withholding and net pay calculations. In addition to timecard codes, employee benefits and deductions are also listed below, and these amounts can be changed. Benefit and deduction totals appear in the employee list as separate columns. Some values on the employee list grid can be edited for adjustments, such as the tax withholding amounts, if you are aware that something different should be used. Most other values are not editable, as they are calculated totals or pay statuses. One column displays the unique pay period value, based on the calendar year and the employee pay period. The ending number is 0 for the standard payroll timecard, and will be another number if an irregular timecard within the same period is created. If, for example, a timecard for bonus pay was added for an employee that already has the standard timecard, you will see this with the same period but ending with 1, and the irregular status will be set. Irregular timecards do not include benefits and deductions. If you wanted to make a timecard for a future pay period, you can use the Change Pay Periods button to adjust the period values. From this window, select the pay frequency period from those represented within this batch, to pick employee timecards with that frequency. Enter the new period, and when you continue, the timecard periods will be updated. If there is additional information you want to store on timecards, you can define user-defined fields, either for a selected timecard or for a selected entry code detail within a timecard. The Show UDF button will display the relevant values. And if you need to inquire about information stored on an employee, this can be done easily by highlighting the related timecard in the grid and clicking the Open Employee button to load the record in a new window. When timecards for this batch are ready to commit, you can use the Post Timecards button. It could be for all timecards, or only those selected from the list. Perhaps you might choose to post only those timecards for which direct deposit is not configured, therefore printed checks are required. It is easy to see which employees this would apply to, from the direct deposit column on the list. Choose to post the desired timecards, and then you can print either a check with a particular layout or a direct deposit remittance slip. After printing is complete, the check number and general ledger transaction fields are populated, and the posted flag is set. If you didn't choose to print checks at this time, you can do so later from the Printer toolbar button for all or selected timecards in the list. You can continue with posting for other selected timecards, or choose all remaining timecards, which will of course skip those already posted. In the case of employees with direct deposit configured, you might choose to email the direct deposit slip, typically as a batch, which will open the new email window for you to select the recipients. For the tightest security, you may choose not to attach a PDF with sensitive personal information, but instead direct employees to look in the designated place for the PDF. Emails you send from here will appear in the employee communications. When you pay employees by direct deposit, you next need to use the Export EFT process to create the file to be uploaded to the bank. From this window, select the EFT format from the one or more defined formats on your bank account. The bank transaction date will default to the payroll date, though you may need to adjust it back to a Friday date if the payroll date is on a weekend. Click OK to get the Save screen for the bank upload file, which you can name as desired. There are a few other processes you can do with a posted timecard batch. For any highlighted timecard, you can view the GL transaction if you want to see the accounting from here. If you need to reverse a timecard, perhaps to make corrections, then you can highlight one or more on the list and use the Void Timecards button. If you confirm the selection, this creates a new timecard record with negative amounts, and the reversal flag is set on both the original and reversing timecards. Then add back a new timecard to redo, where the pay period has a new unique number, but not marked as irregular because the original timecard was voided. And there are a number of reports that can be printed from the timecard list, either for a selection of timecards, such as for this year, or all of them, for a summary of timecard amounts, or even the receiver general remittance amounts to CRA. If you would like more information about Spire accounting, access the link in the description below to our homepage. Read the online manual help for additional assistance. Watch more videos from this playlist, and subscribe to the Spire YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.